Greetings, Scenic City. It is the Moose checking in with you for this week. School is in full effect, and you know what that means, folks. Getting back into the swing of things, getting those crazy little monsters to their institutions of finer education, wherever that may be, and losing your ever-loving minds on the roads. Listen, folks, I know how important it is to get those screaming, squealing ankle biters off your front doorstep and into places where they can be filled with all that glorious knowledge. But it's not a race. You're sharing the road with other people with equally screaming, voracious, carnivorous, and soul-draining monsters. It'd be in your best interest to show a bit of love out there on those morning commutes. Because love is what it's all about. It's all about the love. And a couple of things I want you to get in love with happening around the city. August the 11th, Summer in West Village, hosted by West Village Chattanooga. It starts at 7 p.m. Fun for the family. You can bring the kids. They'll have Legos, art, hula hoops, live music, food trucks, and something I'm looking forward to, a Jimi Hendrix themed laser show. You can take the kids on down to get experienced. And public service announcement here. Folks, if you got children present, leave the LSD at home. I know it's tempting, but I'm not sure if you ever tried to parent while under the effects of psychotropic stimulants. I don't imagine it would be a pleasant experience. But get on out there, take the kids out to blow off some of that back to school blues. August the 11th, 7 p.m. runs till December 29th. Summer in the West Village. We'll see you down there. And if you don't want to drag the kiddies around, I want to tell you about an awesome event that's happening over at the Palace Theater. August the 17th, Poetry After Dark Midnight Sessions with Solo Keys, hosted by Velvet Poetry. Friday, August the 17th at 11 p.m. runs till 1:30 a.m. You can pay $15 in advance, be $20 at the door, but you do not want to miss Poetry After Dark, the Midnight Sessions. All right, folks, I have a real fun track from Stellar's J. I found them on Bandcamp, along where I find all the amazing local artists home-based here in Chattanooga. Stellar's J is a folk rock group that have been busking around town with the fine folks at Soundcore. Give it a listen. Hope you enjoy.
Took my time, I was your friend, and there I stayed. I was waiting for a sign to say anything. What a terrible mistake, now I know things can change. Where I go tonight, I will carry that pain. When you went away, you said you would come back someday. And so I stayed unafraid, I was never so brave. Then now it is too late to learn that things can change. Oh, yes they can. So I will lay down my head, pretending to sleep. I'm hoping that this is a terrible dream. Though no wound, my chest still bleeds for another lost love now, so far out of reach. So far out of reach. Well, it is all my fault, it's all too true. I miss my chance like so many do. Close my eyes, but it doesn't leave her face. It's stuck in my vivid memory. Oh no, they're in my memory. If I could, I would take back all my time wasted. Pining after the dream of a pale-skinned redhead. And though it may take some time, I know I will love again. Till then there's this storm locked inside of my head. So I will lay down my head, pretending to sleep. I'm hoping that this is a terrible dream. Though no wound, my chest still bleeds for another lost love now, so far out of reach. So far out of well, it is all my fault, it's all too true. I miss my chance like so many do. Close my eyes, but it doesn't leave her face. It's stuck in my vivid memory. Oh no, they're in my memory.
And that was Stellar's J, a Chattanooga folk rock band. There's so many levels to just that one track. It's very hard to unpack all of that at once, because I feel and I get a sense of Dave Matthews with a few other things that I like to listen to. Cool fact, though, August 25th, this band, Stellar's J, will be with Lewis and Clark in Aiken, Japan, and Zachary Scout over at Hutton and Smith Brewing Company. That's 431 East Martin Luther King Boulevard. That may be a show to get into, and it took for me to dig into their Facebook page a little bit to find where they're at and what they got going on. But August 25th, you need to check these guys out. As phenomenal as that self-produced digital album or digital track sounded, they would sound even better live. So I'm marking that on my calendar. I recommend you do the same. Check those guys out. Stellar's J down at Hutton and Smith Brewing Company, August 25th. Stellar's J has been hanging out with the great folks over at Soundcore, one of the great resources for local musicians getting a leg up and a sound out there in the scenic city. Soundcore will also be starting up yet again Noon Tunes. Oh, my favorite thing during the afternoon. That will be starting back up on September the 19th with Dr. B and the E's. If you don't know what Noon Tunes is, it's a free afternoon concert right there at Miller Park, right there on Market Street. It is a fine lunch break to have if you work down there during the daytime. If you don't have anything else going on during the daytime, go check out Noon Tunes, get a free show, see some of these local musicians perform. It's such a great idea. And back when EPB did City Stream, I, not to brag, had a great time doing the City Stream for those live broadcasts. And I know on Thursdays, WUTC will have the audio recordings of that, but it's just not the same to hear it on the radio when you could see it live. And it's totally free. And then you can check out the community pie, which is just right there, and grab yourself a slice and catch a free show. And that'll usually run all the way through the fall. Do yourself a favor, check out Noon Tunes. And if you are a musician trying to get your sound out there, go check out Soundcore. That's SOUNDCORPS, like Marine Corps, not Apple Corps. And get those guys to help you out. Get your voice out there. Get your music out there. They got so much awesome talent that just goes through Soundcore that Soundcore puts on stage. It's definitely worth checking out. And if you're also wondering where I find all my ideas for things to do around the city, go ahead and check your Weekly Pulse. That is the free, totally free web and print-based newspaper that runs once a week. And it has all the information you need from the contributors and the interns that are painstakingly putting things together so that the public at large can know about it. Right now, we have just released the State of the Arts for 2018, the Movers and Shakers. So if you want to get the inside story of the folks keeping the arts in Chattanooga alive, pick up the Weekly Pulse or check out the digital issues at ChattanoogaPulse.com. That's www.ChattanoogaPulse.com. And it looks like the storm has caught up to me, folks, so I guess that'd be my cue to end yet another fine podcast from the Jackalope. Rate and review us wherever you will find us. We are available on iTunes, Podbean, YouTube, and we got a Squarespace site, I believe, at thejackalope.podcast.org. That's thejackalope.podcast.org. And if you have a story idea, or you want to be on the show for various and sundry reasons, shoot us a line over at thejackalope.podcast@gmail.com. That's thejackalope.podcast@gmail.com. All right. It'd be great to hear from you. And today, I want to leave you with a really fun track from a group that I had found on Bandcamp, as usual. It's a trio of indie rock musicians right here in the Scenic City. They go by the name Ark Sakura. That's ARKSAKURA. The digital album is Nowhere in Mind, and the track is called Aimless. Give it a listen. Hope you enjoy. This has been the Jackalope Podcast with your host, The Moose. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you around town.